Confab. Co-meeting, whatever you want to call it, of the GS2AC. Welcome and thank you very much for being here. Looks like a very nice crowd. We have a very, very important speaker this evening. We're going to talk about a lot of very important things to the Second Amendment. And so I want to thank you all for being here. There's a lot of stuff to do tonight, a lot of stuff to cover. Just before I begin all of our stuff, is there anyone for whom this is their very, very, very first meeting? Oh, great. Congratulations. Thank you very much for showing up. Madam? I have a special request, a special project I need some help with. Would you please come forward for just a moment?
Yeah.
On behalf of the GS2AC, I want to welcome you. Hope you come back many, many times. There's only one duty you have if you be kind enough to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, Robert?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah. And before you go, and wait, there's more. What brought you here tonight? Tell us just a little bit about yourself.
My name is Denise McElhenney, and I'm a true patriot, and I'm involved in a lot of different clubs, but I certainly believe in the Second Amendment, and I'm now here to add my support and to learn more of what we can do to make a difference. And I thank everyone here for coming, and it's really nice to see so many people show up for this evening. And thank you. And
Thank you very much. And for those of you who did not want to come up and introduce yourself, I understand. Shyness is understandable. Reminder that we have a lot of stuff going on. If this is your first time being with us, don't forget, check with Mr. Varner in the back. He can help you get set up so that you can attend our GS2AC annual Mesquite and Skeet Barbecue. 250 people every year cannot be wrong. Mr. Varner at the back is our special master chef. If you have ever wanted to taste pork ribs that literally you touch them with a fork and they fall apart, they're so tender, he knows the secret of making that happen. So please, if you have a bunch of tickets, get them now. We're running out very quickly. And even if you can't make it, like I said, you have a chance to win 2, not 1, but 2 guns. Now, let's talk about some special guests that we have here tonight. First of all, someone I haven't seen in about a year and a half. Someone long overdue. Elena, would you have a moment to tell us what's going on in your environments these days? Yay! I guess not. Mr. Jess Guy is with us again tonight. Jess, once again, many thanks. And many thanks for your donations to past raffles and things like that. That's been very helpful. Madam Elizabeth Brierly. Madam, do you have anything you can tell us about what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Thank you so much, Mike. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I was just talking to Mike in the back. I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm not coming often enough because I've become insane. I am a past president of Silicon Valley Taxpayers Association. I put some of these brochures at the back. On August 15th, we have at our Taxpayer Toolkit meeting, that's the 3rd Thursday of August, Taxpayer Toolkit meeting, we are featuring San Jose City Councilman Johnny Camus, who stood with us against the unions and for pension reform, which, as several of you know and have been attending the court hearings this week, is being fought by the unions, the pension reform in the city of San Jose that passed by the voters last June. So we are the taxpayer organization that stood with some of you out at the gun buy-ups in Fremont and San Jose over the last few months. And we're very happy to support getting taxpayer dollars out of buying up what should be a perfectly legal product. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mark.
Thank you. By the way, no harm, no foul, Elizabeth. The drill instructors call me much worse. Much worse. Many of words which I cannot repeat here. A very, very special thanks to Mr. Rob Chang. Mr. Rob, Templar Sports, please come up and tell us what is going on.
Thanks for having me again. I don't know if I think I said it last time or a number of meetings ago. I was the 226th American to climb Mount Everest, and got to the top of the mountain in 2005. But I think that is easier than what we're going through with the town of Los Gatos. I wake up every day and wish I was on Mount Everest and not at Los Gatos. But that aside, just want to thank you for your continued support. I mean, a lot of people still coming by our shop, writing letters. We're basically in round 5 of a 15-round fight. So we're gearing up again. Early August 5th will be the next town council meeting where they're going to probably approve or do the second reading of the ordinance against gun shops, basically. So it's just going to be a long, drawn-out process through August and September. We just appreciate your continued attendance. Look out for Fred's emails in terms of how you can assist the shop. And we're not immune to any other shops like in Sunnyvale. They're doing the same thing to Sunnyvale right now, if you're not aware. And I was just called by 2 shops in the Central Valley they looked up shops that were kind of under the gun, and they're doing the same thing out in these other smaller towns in the Central Valley as well. So we're not alone, but if they make these ordinances and zone shops out of existence, where do you exercise your right to get ammunition and firearms? So we are an integral part of your exercise to exercise your right. Real quick, it's funny, I've had tons and tons of people come to my shop and go, where's the ammo, where's the ammo? So I saw the greatest t-shirt the other day, and I'm sure many of you have seen it. It says, I apologize, due to the shortage of ammo, I can no longer fire a warning shot. So I'm going to get some stickers, and every time someone comes in and says, I don't have a 22 long rifle, here's a sticker for you. I spent the last week with a really well-groomed, awesome guy. He's a gunnery sergeant in the U.S. Marine Corps. He's one of my best friends. He's done 3 tours in Afghanistan, 3 in Iraq, 21 ribbons. 5 of those ribbons have 2 or 3 or 4 more stars on them. And I haven't seen him in a year. And he came over to my shop and we spoke for 2 hours about our civil rights, and he is truly a defender of our rights. I wish he got stuck in Capitola right now, and he was going to come here and be at the meeting, but he can't make it. But he wanted to just speak briefly about being a person who's protecting our rights all over the world. And he was just floored on what's going on in California and what's going on even in Los Gatos. And so, he said, I said, you're a patriot, you're my hero too, because he truly is, a hardcore Marine. And he's like, you guys coming, I told him about this group in the meetings and what we're trying to do, and he's all, you guys don't have a uniform. You're just out there trying to be citizens and follow the rules. It is ridiculous what these town councils and what these state legislators are trying to do to our rights. So, he fully supports us, and he told me that perhaps some of his Marine Corps buddies are going to come out in the fall and maybe get an opportunity to speak here. So that was another thing. So in closing, I just want to thank you guys once again. It's just a mountain climb of my life. Everest was far easier than this climb that I'm doing right now. And to further support this group, because it's not only just individuals, but as a group, you guys really rallied behind us. I would like to donate as a raffle prize to the barbecue one of our Tier 2 ARs. Wow. There you go. And it's we're going to paint this one white so they can't call it the evil black rifle. So that's a joke. But yeah, we're going to donate one of these for the raffle. So definitely come out to the barbecue. Make sure you buy extra tickets because we're going to sweeten the pot here and really make it something exciting. And I just want to thank you for your support again. Thank you.
That was GS2AC. Like I said, I don't know what to say because this is very high end for us. We're just kind of a bunch of people, so once again, we're humbled, and I thank you very much. It's okay to cry. Because I'm not going to win. All right, let's go through these reports. Let's get on to the good stuff. Okay, reminder, one of the ways that we support this organization is when you buy a meal here at the meetings so that we can use this room for free. Mr. Varner has some tickets in the back, so people have turned them up here. If you bought a meal and did not turn in your ticket, please let me know, and we'll have it back here. Second, we have our GS2AC barbecue. Adults, $20 gets you all the fixings and sides and all the events, plus 3 chances to win the gun. The gun tickets are free for that. If you want to buy extra, you can. Please do. Kids, 12 and under. If you have any kids 12 and under, I'll even fudge the line at 13. Bring them. We want to do the safety training. We want to have them have fun with the bow and arrow and all that other stuff like that. But bring them. Free hot dog lunch with all the sides. It's a good day in the sun. It's a safe area. It's a lot of good stuff going on. Also, just our regular raffle stuff like that, we have some good zombie stuff. A very nice bottle of red wine, as well as some other items up there. Mike, how many total prizes do we have?
Including this beautiful basket of tomatoes. 11.
I was told those are not tomatoes.
Oh.
Those are, how shall I say this? Commentaries to be brought to anti-gun rallies.
They're still very firm.
They will fly a long range. If this is the same gentleman who brought those who brought the apricots last time, my God, jump on them. Those are going to be beautiful. All right. Now, officers' committee reports. Once again, I'm just going to get around this with barbecue. Bring the kids. And more important than that, next month, we are in a rare position of having professionals who deal with lobbyists and people and elected officials, people who are out there causing much great grief. They are going to be here, and for the life of me, I've lost my sheet.
Holy shit. It's a bummer when you lose your sheet.
Trapped.
Better than losing your marbles.
August 29th, elected official council.
It's the one with the yellow. It's got the picture of the guy that is standing behind it. Picture on the top. No guy. Yep, there it is. Okay. Elected Official Accountability Workshop. This is going to be a working meeting, learning how to deal with politicians at their level so that we can learn to get our way. These are professionals. They're not coming here just willy-nilly. They're coming here to help us learn how to be effective and stop the stuff that's going on. And not just gun stuff, tax stuff, you name it. The tools that they're going to bring to us are critically important. This is not something that comes free normally. By the good graces of Mr. Gottlieb, Second Amendment Foundation, they are coming here next meeting. Please tell everyone you know, anybody who's involved with and concerned with about what's going on in this country and the destruction of constitutional rights. This is critical information. You've got to come. Don't miss that. Other than that, I'm sorry? Be here at 6:30 because we're going to start as quickly as we can. There's a lot of stuff to cover. A lot of stuff. And that's all I'm going to say, other than cover some flyers later. So let's move on to our second report. Mr. Vice President, Mr. Brad Seifers.
So, as many of you probably know, Sunnyvale is on the warpath as far as anti-gun laws. They just approved put a measure on the ballot that has like 4 different anti-gun measures. The main one is if you have a magazine over 10 rounds, you have to turn it in. If it's banned, you can't grandfather it in, which is obviously anti-constitutional. The point is that we need your help. If you live in Sunnyvale, if you work in Sunnyvale, that's great. we can use your help, even if you don't live in Sunnyvale. There's some little yellow quarter sheets there in the back, and I've got some up here that have the contact information for Steve, who's the leader of our committee. We're organizing against, we're organizing the arguments against the ballot measure. And we're also going to be walking precincts, we're going to be making phone calls, we're going to be putting out flyers. We need anybody's help. Anybody with any help at all. It doesn't matter if you live in Sunnyvale or not. This is stupid, it's a waste of tax money. These laws won't do any good, obviously, as we all know. And they are guaranteed to get lawsuits, maybe even Al will join in a lawsuit with them. Just waste the city's tax money. So we really, really need your help to stand up and fight against these guys. While Mark's holding us handles out, so let me see, what are the other pieces of that, Jill? What were the other pieces of that legislation? There was the magazine.
Magazine.
Right.
Your grandfather in, they still want you to walk in and turn it in.
Right.
There's the report, lost or stolen within 48 hours, we got it.
Yes.
Then the required lockup and gun, not in your immediate physical possession, how they're going to know that, who knows? And then our favorite, the ammunition registration.
Right. So that ammunition registration is really going to hurt the gun shops in Sunnyvale because people just will, basically it says that if you're a Sunnyvale resident or if you're buying ammunition in Sunnyvale, you have to register, you have to sign your name and address and show an ID, and they're going to turn it over to the police, and so people just aren't going to buy ammunition in Sunnyvale. They'll just go to Curly's or Bay Area Gun Vault or any place but Sunnyvale. So it's really going to hurt U.S. Firearms and Big Five. The one about you have to report that within 48 hours, that's not going to do any good. People that are strawman purchasers, which this is aimed against, are already have ways around making sure that people don't know who they bought for, grinding off the serial numbers for one. So these are stupid laws. They won't do any good. They're going to cost us a lot of tax money. We need your help. Appreciate any help anybody can give to us. Contact Steve on the email, and we hope to see you out there. That's all I got.
Thank you, Vice President. Mr. Secretary John Thurberton. World traveler.
By the way, Darren told me he's going to try and buy up all the tickets now that it's been sweetened with the AR. So you better get him quick before he buys them. He's been looking for an AR for a long time now, so this could be it, Darren. So I got a couple things I wanted to talk about today. There's a God, I can't see. It's terrible when you get old. You can't. If you got them on, you can't see out there. But if I don't have them on, I can't see down here. So.
What shotguns are for?
They solve that problem. Okay. Outdoor Life magazine did the 9 dumbest gun control quotes from politicians and celebrities. And I managed to get a copy of it, of course. And I'm not going to go through all 9.
It's okay if they're
But
good.
I'm going to pick out the ones that I like the best. The first one is the Second Amendment only protects the people who want all the guns they can have. The rest of us, we've got no Second Amendment. What are we supposed to do? This was from a lady whose picture is on the front. You got to see her. She looks like a zombie, as Mark said a minute ago. She's from, her name is Representative Louise Slaughter, a Democrat from New York. She said this on March 12th. I've got a few more of these, and I have an idea of what maybe we could do.
Well, it's 2 strikes against her. She's Democrat. She's from New York.
Well, it turns out they're either celebrities or Democrats.
Berman.
There's the Biden one. I'm not going to read that. Everybody knows the Biden protocol, right? Where a shotgun, you shoot it in the air.
You forgot the balcony part. You have to buy a balcony to do it.
Die-fi. I'm sure you've heard this one. We have federal regulations and state laws that prohibit hunting ducks with more than 3 rounds. And yet it's legal to hunt humans with 15, 30 round, and even 150 round magazines. I'd like to know where to apply for the license for that.
Is there a permit?
Must be.
What's the season?
Maybe you don't need a permit.
What season?
Here she is in this picture. She's standing here in front of the microphones, holding an AK-47 with a finger on the trigger.
She always has her finger.
Really a smart lady. And this is my favorite one. If you ban them in the future, the number of these high-capacity magazines is going to decrease dramatically over time because the bullets will have been shot and there won't be any more available.
Well, actually, that's
This is a lady from Colorado, another D next to her name.
Yeah.
Her name is Diana DeGette, and she needs to get a brain.
she's on the list.
So my idea is, you got these 3 ladies who aren't very smart, and we could combine them with, say, Barbara Boxer and Nancy Pelosi. I'm thinking of a brain merger. We pull the brains out of all these people, merge them together, and I'm wondering if they could come up with one rational thought. I don't know. Maybe not. And I'm going to finish with what was my favorite article of the week. This is a story of unintended consequences. A little background. Everybody knows about the Colorado gun ban laws, right? They passed a law requiring that all gun transfers occur in a gun store with an FFL. Private party transfers. They used to have private party transfers before, and they passed this law to get rid of that. And lo and behold, some do-gooder organization in Boulder County, Colorado, decided they're going to do a gun buy-up program. And the sheriff went to him and said, if you do this, you're going to have to transfer all the guns through an FFL. Needless to say, the gun buy-up program has been canceled.
Would that work here?
Would it work here? We need, I don't know, we need Kilmer to answer that. Yes, sir.
The real kicker is the money they were giving us, donated money, $8,000. So what are they going to do with that donated money now that they've canceled their program?
Piss it away.
GS2AC would be good. Okay, thank you. Oh, one last thing. Wait. One last thing. There is a search engine online that searches all the online stores on the internet everywhere and tries to find ammo. And I was on there today, and they had stores that had 22s. They had stores that had 17 HMR, 9mm, 45. Anyway, I haven't tried to buy from them, but it looks promising.
The prices aren't good.
No, the prices were okay. Some of the prices were okay. It's gunbot.net.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I've been there.
Anytime you use a script-based surveyor, it's always going to be 3 or 4 minutes behind.
So the stuff's gone by the time you get there.
By the time it reports
It's worth a try.
I stopped using Gunbot, and I just keep 13 browser windows open to various vendors and refresh every 5 minutes.
So you're the problem. You're the one who's hoarding all the ammo.
That's right. Gunbot radio.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Any questions, sir? Comment?
No, an observation.
Observation.
A relative who lives near Reno tells me a story of the Reno big gun shows. On the most recent several, he arrives there, stands in line, and he said he observed the first 4 or 5 guys in line with 10 to 20,000 cash. So it's not uncommon that at a given vendor, if you're the 5th one in line, there's already been $80,000 worth of purchases and they're gone.
Bring money.
He
Okay.
hasn't yet confirmed if they have California plates.
The treasurer's report, Mr. Darren Baker.
Okay, so and a very rare occurrence, I actually have something else to talk about tonight.
Uh-oh.
So last July 9th, I received an email in the evening from my assembly person, Bob Wachowski. I used to be under Paul Fong in part of Santa Clara and it changed to this gentleman here. And the email was letting his constituents know that were on his email list that he is going to be hosting office hours in the city of Santa Clara at the Santa Clara Public Library the second Wednesday of every month. It probably won't usually be him, but it will at least be somebody from his office in Fremont that we can talk to. But he did come on July 10th. He was there. And I went, and just check it out. There were only 4 people there, including myself.
Big draw.
So this is a good opportunity, though, I think, given the new skills that we'll get next month, to meet with Mr. Wachowski and let him know how we feel about things. He strikes me as a party-line Democrat, but he's not a fanatic like De Leon or some of the other guys that are really going after us. He votes with them, but I don't think he's the kind of guy that will introduce legislation. However, can we sway him? I don't know, but we got to let him know how we feel about this stuff. And if we can get enough people together, we could really take up his entire afternoon. We could monopolize, on what we want to talk about. So I hope you can join me. The second Wednesday of every month. Unfortunately, the hours aren't good. It's from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So a lot of people are going to be at work, what have you. I'm lucky because the library is halfway between work and home, and I can just kind of come and go from work as I please. So, if anybody else is fortunate enough to join me, I'd love to have some company there.
Any Webster stuff?
Yeah, I got some stuff here. We broke 1,000 people members.
Whoa.
Okay. If you are not on the lists, please email me at webmaster@gs2ac.com. Get on the list. We have a lot of things happening. We're getting a lot of comments to Webmaster saying, wow, I didn't know that, and stuff like that that's popping up. Check out the blogs. We are redoing the blogs. They're going to be a lot more user-friendly. We also have a forum up there. And we have a nice little layout on all the blogs where you'll have topics across the top. So if you're interested in like gun shows, you can click one. Events or activism, you click on another one. And give some feedback as to how you like the changes come. And please, if you find out some information, email to the webmaster at gs2ac.com. We can get that stuff up on there. And also as we send out our emails for important items and meetings, we can pop some of that stuff in there to keep people informed. So thank you.
Other stuff. Every month I try to find stuff that maybe you don't see at various websites. Stuff that I go to other places. This one you may have seen. Believe it or not, there's some knucklehead app developer named Brett Stahlbaum who wants to create a application where people can tag you as being a dangerous gun nut. Interesting comment in his article. The Second Amendment in the Constitution of the United States does not protect anonymous gun ownership. Later on in the article, he basically says, I'm sorry, but we insist that the people who tag you remain anonymous. This is the level of insanity. Yes, sir?
I wouldn't worry about that too much. It turns out that what he really is he's a social movement artist. In other words, he's along the same lines as Heidi Newman, who likes to promote herself, attack a group that's running their powerfully, and then say they're attacking me when they respond. He's doing the same thing, and he's using the resources that UC gave us to do this. And he may have already been shut down this project for using publicly funded utilities and resources to do something that's promoting himself only. Bunch of Calgary have basically fished him out. He's actually a gun owner, and so is his wife or girlfriend.
That's tagging.
And they don't handle him very well.
I think we should develop an app. Crazy anti-gun people.
Yes.
How about that? Okay?
How about unsafe bloggers?
Unsafe. Yes, Mike.
I think everyone should download that app and start putting every politician on it.
There you go. Better yet, you know, if you really want to drive crazy, you just pick every house in your neighborhood and put every house on it. Whole neighborhood's going to be wiped out.
Cow counters are already doing that.
Okay, great, okay.
With bad entrance.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I said this last month, I'll say it again. There is a list here of all the legislation that's going on in California. All of it. There's also on this list, lined out, the people here locally who are your legislators. I need you to filibuster them. Call them. Not once, not two, not three, not four, not five, not 10 times, but until they're tired of hearing from you. Milk their lines. Call all of them. I don't care if they belong to you or not. Call them. Assembly members and the Senate. The heat of just having the phone blocked up is beneficial. Because if we're getting through and the other guys are not, we win by default. Make their lives miserable. Call. Mr. Obama, in his report on gun shooting and why we need gun control, good article here. All the shootings that are supposed to be stopped by gun control, well, it just turns out that the same people who did his study said, well, 61% are suicides. Not going to be impacted. Gun control work in China. 1996, China confiscated just about all the arms out there, 2013. There's still having people getting shot. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Obama uses his speech of Trayvon Martin to advocate for gun control. Typical liberal, hiding behind someone who can't. And a lot of other good stuff here. So,